Yo guys, it's Shinjimar here, and I'm back with another video for the second day in a row after 1.5 years of silence. So, let's just get straight into it. Continuing off the topic of a substitute teacher from last video, I nearly just said last lesson. What's wrong with me? 1.5 years off and I've forgotten how to do YouTube. Anyway. Continuing off the topic of substitute teachers from last video, this video is about my worst but also best substitute teacher I have ever had. So this story starts on I think it was either a Tuesday or Thursday, don't really matter what day it was, but we had English this day, and to make this make sense, our English teacher, he was off for 2 weeks because his girlfriend just had a kid. So for this whole 2 weeks, we had substitute teachers every single English lesson, every other day. And it was amazing because not one piece of work got done in those lessons. And our teacher, when he came back, he didn't even blame us for it. I think it was more like 3 weeks he was off in the end, but because he had COVID just before, so he got like 3 weeks off. Anyway, let's get into the story. It's either a Tuesday or Thursday. English comes around, I think it's middle period of the day, because we got, in my school, we only have 3 lessons in a day. So it's middle lesson, 100-minute lesson. I'm hoping, yeah, let's not have a bad sub, please, please. I just want to sit and chill for the hour and 40 minutes. Walk up, bang, no one's in the classroom just yet. Class should have already started, no one's in. People are on about the whole, oh, if the teacher's not here in 15 minutes, we get to leave. I don't know if that's even real, to be honest. Anyway, teacher rocks up. It's this teacher who, I think she's blonde and had a very long nose. So we'll call her Mrs. Grinch. So Mrs. Grinch, she's, to make this story make sense, she speaks a lot of Spanish, alright? Keep in mind we're going into an English class. Lesson starts as normal. I sit with my mate, we'll call him Mike. I think I've called him Mike in all videos. This isn't Mike from the last video, by the way. This is a different Mike, or Mark. We'll call him Mark. I sit in Mark's space, and Mark sits next to me. So when the register's being called out, I obviously answer to Mark, because that's just how it is when you have a substitute teacher. If you're not changing your name, then there's something wrong with you. Like, come on. You gotta be changing your name. Like, I could say my name's like, let's think of a random name, Malachi. It's not my name, but for that lesson it is. Anyway, I'm rambling. Lesson starts, I answer to Mark's name, Mark answers to me. She does go through the scene plan, but then we end up saying, oh, Miss Grinch, I was moved here last lesson from the front to the back because I didn't concentrate well over there and I was always talking to Jeremy. And she was like, alright, just for this one lesson, okay? And I was like, alright. She throws on this video, everyone just starts talking, chilling. Just, we're making paper aeroplanes and everything. And it is honestly quite a fun lesson. Video ends, she's a bit mad, so we start doing the work. Well, we're not doing the work. She tells us to do the work and we chill. But when we do start doing the work, are you guys ready for this? My friend, we'll call him, you know what? We'll call him Jeremy. Jeremy goes ahead, asks for a ruler. Right, Jeremy, that's gonna be a warning for you. Excuse me? How's Jeremy got a warning for asking for a ruler? She told him to underline the date and title, so he asked for a ruler. Yeah, but that's obviously not what you're doing. You're obviously messing around. He wasn't at the time. Yeah, we were before. But he actually just needed a ruler. Either way, though, he shouldn't have got that warning. And in my school, it's one warning, then you get in trouble one more time and you're out. So he's got warning for this. No idea why. But he's like, oh, what? How? Why have I got a warning for that? I literally haven't done anything. I literally just asked for a ruler. And everyone's like, yeah. He's like, alright, alright, alright. So we just think maybe it's a one-off. I think Mike asked for help. And this teacher comes over and starts speaking to him in Spanish. You know how I said she was very good at Spanish at the start of this video? Yeah, now she's speaking to Mike in Spanish in an English class when he's asking for help. Excuse me? Why are you doing that? That makes no sense. Like, and then she tells us, well, you'd understand what I was saying if you listen more in your Spanish lessons. Bitch, I do French. Bitch, I do French. Fucking bonjour, salute. I don't do hola que tal, muy bien, gracias, que tu. I don't do that. I do French. So how are we supposed to know what you're saying? Like, I only speak the tiniest bit of Spanish. How am I supposed to understand when you're trying to answer a whole English question in Spanish? We're in an English class, man. And now we're asking our miss, why are you speaking Spanish in an English class? And she's replying to us in Spanish still. At this point, she could have switched to like Chinese or something. I wouldn't even notice because I can't understand in the first place. Then after that happens, we decide, right, we'll let it go, We're confused, but we'll let it go. Now, someone from the back, we don't actually know who it is, threw a pen across the room. Nowhere near the teacher. She points her finger at my friend, you know what, we'll call them Ben Ghazi. They point the finger at my friend Ben Ghazi, and she starts saying, it was you, it wasn't him, he was doing his work. Then she starts saying, if you do that again, I'm gonna accuse you to the principal of throwing stuff at me and trying to harm me. She can't just say that in front of the whole class that she's gonna accuse him of throwing stuff at her and trying to hurt her when he did nothing wrong. He was doing his work. Now, from then, he gets sent to seclusion, which is detention in our school, for literally no reason because he was defending himself. And I say to a teacher, miss, you can't just say you're going to accuse someone of doing something when they did nothing wrong. And she was like, well, it's completely in my power. And I was like, yeah. I was trying to like form a sentence, but it was so bizarre that I was just like, what? Just making random sounds. And I was like, alright. From then, my friend, what did I call him? Jeremy. He speaks up about it. He gets sent to seclusion as well because he already had a warning for asking for a ruler. And from then, my friend Mark, he stands up, he leaves with them. I decide, you know what, I must stay, see this through because there was only about 20 minutes left. Of course, none of them went to seclusion because they had no reason to. I think they got let out soon anyway because it was for a ridiculous reason. But she was speaking Spanish to us in an English class. I'm still annoyed about that, and it's been months. I was meant to tell you guys this story ages ago, but I never got around to it, of course. Anyway, though, from then, I see through the rest of the lesson, nothing much else happens, but I get helped back with 2 random people at the end. And then she proceeds to tell us the way you guys acted in that class was absolutely what was the word she used? I think she used appalling. Yeah, she used the word appalling. And then she was like, I know some of you guys might have just been acting weird because there's a sub teacher and it's not normal. But some of you, I know, have a history of doing this, and she stared at me. Now, I don't have a history of this, and I did nothing wrong. Yeah, at the start of the lesson, yeah, we were throwing paper airplanes, but not that part. That's not the part she's on about. She says we are being disrespectful to her. How? You're speaking Spanish to us. We're just saying, no, that's not the case, miss. This is actually what happened. And she won't deal with it. So I was like, what? No, miss, what do you mean by some of you I expect that from? And she said, you know what I mean. So I said, you know what? I'm gone. And just walk out. Which I feel is fair enough. Now, from there, I don't get in any further trouble apart from her. She always gives me like devil glances now every time she sees me. Which I was going to say it's fair enough, but it's really not. I had her since then, and she was still just... She spoke to me in Spanish again in a lesson 2. No one else, just me. So, that's the story about Miss Grinch. I hope you guys like this video. Again, not the best video I've ever made, but it's also not the worst. So, I hope you guys did like it. I'll see you guys in the next video, either later today or tomorrow. I can't promise another one today because I'm about to go out with my family. But tomorrow there'll definitely be one if there's not one later today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Nearly at 200 subs, only 8 away. I'll see you guys later.